just get ourselves set up here. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. I know I am, man. I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day. I did. Spent some time with some friends. And Memorial Day, it's about honoring the people that you lost in that time. You know what I mean? That's about honoring the vets that, you know, gave the ultimate sacrifice for the country. So I spent some time with some friends of mine and, poured some out for some old friends. You know what I mean? And, God rest their souls. Hope they're doing well wherever they are. You know what I mean? So hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope you guys celebrated the lives of the great men and women who gave it all. And, yeah, hope you guys did that, man. So happy post-Memorial Day and good morning. Happy Tuesday. So, yeah, that's what we did. I got to chill this weekend, had some fun, spent some time with my family. You know what I mean? Ate at the beach, too. Ate at the beach. And then after that, played some video games, played some Warhammer, all that good stuff. And then, celebrated Memorial Day with some of my friends and some of my family. And, had a good time. Had a good old time, man. Even had something I hadn't had in a while. What's it called? It was like a 4 cheese. It's like an the name escapes me at the moment. It was like an Italian Danish of sorts. Not really a Danish. It was like an Italian pastry with like a 4 cheeses in it. It was and some chicken, and it was really good. It was delicious, man. So that's what I got to do, man. What did you guys get to do today? Put it in the chat. All right. And let's see what we got going on. Hold on 1 second. Just getting ourselves all set up here. But yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Alrighty. But yeah. That's what we got to do today. We got to chill out, have a good time. And yeah. Had a barbecue with some friends too. Had a barbecue. It was great. Got to chill, do our thing. Nice. Light Stain says, bro, did you see what happened with FAAS? FAAS, last I checked, we called it. It went up 74%. As it says right over here, it went up 77% right there. So FAAS did have a nice move. Lightstain says that he sold at 64 and that went up to 130. That's okay, man. As long as you sold for a profit, it's all good, brother. It's all good. No worries. Better to sell for a profit and make some money, than sit there. At least in my opinion. I'd rather you sold for a profit. So I'm glad you got at least made some money, hopefully. And yeah, I'm glad you made some money. Brother. Hopefully you made money on that stonk. Hopefully you did, man. Hopefully you made a nice profit. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. There we go. Alright. But yeah. Let me actually get to FAAS because I want to go over that one. There we go. Take a look at that. Look at that. Nice movement up there. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell ya. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. So right now I am setting us up to get started over meow. Just a sec, because we're just getting ourselves set up here. Yeesh. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope you guys had a wonderful and restful weekend. Get ready to tackle the day. you know, be ready to tackle the day and have a good old time, man. Because guess what? That's how it be. That's how it be. Yeesh. That's how it be. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. All right. Let's see here. Well, light stain, that question can only be answered in the courses, brother. That question can only be answered in the courses, and you could actually gain access to the courses by clicking the link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. We actually called this morning SBET 273%, WORX 106%, and then we called FAAS 54%, EJH, which went up 92%, JFBR 47%, HOLO 43%, IXHL 40%, BTAI 34%, and NWGL 30%. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on. That's what we got going on over there. Hold on one second. Getting ourselves fixed. And by the way, we actually called prior to WORX being released. We actually made a video over the weekend about WORX. WORX prior to that whole 106% run thing. So, hey, I'm just saying, we called that thing days. I mean, days before it ran. You know what I mean? We called it a while ago, man. We called it quite a bit ago, prior to that whole 106% run. And then we called it earlier this morning as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out that link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, because that right there is the place to be. That is the place to be. All right, and let's get a share party going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going, because right now we are getting ourselves all set up. We are live and in living color on a beautiful Tuesday on God's green earth. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, that's what we got going on. Let's see here. There we go. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, how was your Memorial Day? What'd you guys do? Did you guys spend time with friends? Spend time with family? What'd you guys get to do, man? What'd you guys get to do? Light Stain, thank you for the subscription, brother. Light Stain, thank you for the subscription, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 second. Danke Shane there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But hey, man, we had a wonderful day. I got to have some ribeye with the boys, man. Yeah, I got some plans later this year, man. I got some plans later this year to actually go see some of my friends. Some more of my friends. And by the way, JTAI is up a nice 48%, 50% now. It's up a nice 50%, so I'm going to check that out as well. JTAI. So JTAI currently moving up a nice percentage there, 43%, 44%. The float for the stunk is a nice 3 million. Volume is 543,000, so the volume is a little bit is a lot lower than the float. That is my only issue with it. Plus, it's forming a bit of a top tail over here. We don't like the top tails. You know, we like the bottom tails. We like the bottom tails, because guess what? Guess what? We got over here the lovely. We need to get a bottom tail, because this is a top tail, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a bit overbought on the RSI. That, and also the fact that there's just not a lot of volume with the stock. So, not looking too schmexy at all. Let's check out SBET. SBET was moving. We called that earlier today. It ran up a nice 273%. So let's check out SBET. See what SBET's doing. SBET had a nice move upward. Again, up 273%.
Crazy parabolic move.
Crazy parabolic move. Crazy. And actually, let me get the graffiti pencil activated over here. Boom.
It's trying to form a cup and handle doubles.
Yeah.
It's trying on the one.
It is trying on the one. Let me see the one, actually. Let me see the one, because it looked like a pennant from over here, but let me get rid of that now. Yeah, I can see it. Actually. Yeah. It's a little bit of a pennant over here. Give me that right there. Give me that cup and handle. Bop, 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 and then bop. See that? Looks like it's trying to form a bit of a cup and handle. Could it break through? It has to break through. SBET up 257% right now. Had a nice high at 273%. Had some news that SharpLink Gaming announces a $425 million prize private placement to initiate Ethereum treasury strategy. So they're trying to create a Ethereum cryptocurrency treasury. And then Core Gaming's planned NASDAQ leap, fueling the next stage of mobile gaming expansion. So that's what they got going on for SBET. SBET has a 621,000 float. Volume is 16 million. So that is a low float, high volume. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Because that went up a nice 273%. Can it continue to curl? Maybe. We'll have to see. Oh, yes, it did. 280%. 280% already. 282. Step up in the building. All of a sudden, things start running. 290. 291. There we go. 291%, ladies and gentlemen. 291%. Look at that. Off the cup and handle. Off the cup and handle, baby. 291%. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I'm talking about. 291%. So that is what we got going on, man. The 291%. So currently, SBET is doing that stuff right now. SBET is moving, grooving, making its noise. Let's actually get some. Let's get some support and resistance lines over meow. Let me get some over meow. Okay. Right down over here. All right. So let's take a look at the support and resistance levels over here. So right now we got support at the $8.46 mark, 14.15, 18.62, 21.76, and the 24.89 mark. Has to break through the 28.78 mark and the 35.05 mark. Now SBET was a little bit expensive, but it did have a nice run. We called it earlier this morning prior to that 291% run, baby, that just occurred. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, stepped up into the building all of a sudden. Now we're making some moves here. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Look at that. That was nice. Can it continue to curl up off of that cup and handle? I don't know. We'll have to see. It has to hold at the 24.89 mark, has to hold that support line and break through the resistance at 28.78 for it to continue to be really, really schmexy. Just has to hold there. Right now, it is currently forming that cup and handle, so we have to keep an eye on it, keep a nice little eye on it, make sure it doesn't go a little cuckoo crazy, make sure it goes nice and cuckoo crazy in the good way, not the bad way. The bad way would kind of suck. By the way, you know what I found earlier yesterday? I went grocery shopping and I found these big bags of lo mein, man. I'm curious. I'm curious about that, man. So I didn't get to buy it that time. Next time I get there, I'm probably gonna buy that, man. So I've been thinking about that. That stuff is so good. It's so good. You know what I mean? Yeah, so good. Anyways, sorry about that. the ADHD. But SBET currently is up 273%. Currently up 273%. Had that nice run up 291%. And again, they got the news that Core Gaming's planned NASDAQ leap fuels the next stage of mobile gaming expansion. And mobile gaming is pretty fun, especially because there was actually a release of a game that I love on mobile called Delta Force. And it's actually a good computer game. Love that game. This video is not sponsored by it. But hey, Delta Force. Delta Force. Oh, the creators of the game there. Sponsorship. Oh, right here. Have my people talk to your people. Anyways. But yeah. They actually released that game on mobile, and I love it. I have so much fun with that game. Anyways, let's see here. So SBET also announced a $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum treasury strategy. So they're stocking up on their Ethereum. They're doing all that good stuff. Good for them. Good for them, man. Good for them. That's awesome. But right now, SBET did fall through.
Share party going on, Nick.
Yeah. Let's get a share party going. SBET ended up falling through the support line at 24.89. So Has to curl back up for it to be schmexy. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going, baby. Let's get a share party going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on one second. Yes. All right. Let's get a share party going. So, right now, just getting ourselves set up and chilling. Having a good old time. We're doing our thing. Get that share party going. Let's get that share party going because right now we are chilling live and in living color. Relaxing as we watch SBET do its thing. And SBET hit a nice high of 291%. WORX, we actually made a video on that. Ran up a nice 106%. 106%. So that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on there. And then, of course, we called EJH prior to that 92% run. HOLO prior to its 43% run. JFBR prior to that 47% run. FAAS prior to a 54% run. IXHL prior to a 40% run. BTAI 34%. NVGL, actually no, that's an NWGL. That went up 30%. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. That is what we got going on. So let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Yeah, let's get a share party going there. All right, give us just a second. Just setting ourselves up. Boom. Bop right there. All right. And then there we are. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got going on. We are just chilling right now. We are chilling like villains right now. Let's see what else we got on the scanner. What else we got on the scanner? We get that share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What about JTAI? What's JTAI doing? JTAI. Let's see. JTAI. JTAI right now is up 21%, but it did have a little bit of a spike earlier. That's what I'm looking at right now. However, I could tell just by looking at this stock that the volume is not there. It is probably lower than the float. So let me check this out over here. Let's zoom in the room. It's a bit overbought in the RSI, a little bit overbought in the RSI. That it'd be like that sometimes. Let's see here. All right, so let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Did have a nice spike upward, but then formed a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. Then let's check over here, see what we got going on. Needs to break through this little pennant right over Mia. There's a little bit of a pennant forming there. Has to break through that little descending wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to me, but it's a very, very odd looking descending wedge. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Let's get back to the 5 minute and see what we got going on. So actually, boom, that's what we got right there. Has to break through the support and resistance lines that I'm about to set up over Mia. Let's see. And bop right here. And bop right there. All right. Boom right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got support at $3.87, 437, 475, 5. Actually, no, that's the resistance now. But we got support at 387 and 437. That's what we got going on there. So it has to break there. We got resistance at the 475 mark, the 502 mark, 530 mark, and 563 and 618. That's where you got all the resistance. Actually, let me move it up a little bit more. Let me revise that there. Let me revise my statement there. So we got resistance at 481, 509, 538, 574, and 632. That is where you got that resistance. Support is at the 440 mark and the 387 mark over there. So has to break through 481, then 509, 538, 574, and then 632 for it to be so much schmexy to me. But it needs to curl because right now it needs to break this descending wedge. If anything, has to break through that. Otherwise, not schmexy. Doesn't have much volume and no real news that I can be interested in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? Let's see. This one has a bit of a high float. I'll give it a look, but it has a bit of a high float. PSQH, ladies and gentlemen. PSQH. Let me see over here. All right. PSQH currently moving up there. Moving up there. Oh, by the way, did I do the intro? Jeez, let me do the intro. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to climb around in the tall weeds and the high trees and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to regular ski. Other times she likes RBs. They have the meats. Other times she likes videos of puppies and kitties. And then, you know, sometimes she finds them ABCDs in the stock market. We call her DBL Moms. Hey! Say hello to the people, DBL Moms.
Hello to the people, DBL Moms.
Hello to the people. Oh,
Yeah.
She getting smart with me. She getting smart. She getting smart with me. Say hi. Hi, you DBL Moms. How you doing? How was your Memorial Day?
Let's get a share party going on, Doubles.
Let's get a share
Gotta
party
get
going.
200 people. Come on now. We're working too hard here.
Yeah, share party, everybody.
Let's go. Come on
Yeah.
now. Y'all
Yeah.
want the parabolic runners? Let's go. Come
Share
on. Share that.
party.
Share it up. Share it up.
Share
Let's go.
party.
I don't need to tell you. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need now. Get that share party going. Get that share party going.
Share.
Share it up, man.
How's your weekend?
We called SBET at 291% and WORX at 106%, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded, and remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. All right? Share with your mom. Share with your dad. Share with your brother, your sister, your cat, your dog, whatever. Share it with your turtle. Share it with your clam. They don't even have eyeballs, but they could, or ears. But hey, I bet you they could put some little ooby eyes on them. It'll be little googly eyes on the clam. It'll be able to see just fine. There you go. Boom, right there. Fix your problem. So that's it. That's it. All right. So share it up, man. Share it up. Share it up, man. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200 views, man. Let's get to 200. Need some motivation right here. Yeah. All right. So that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on there. So right now, PQSH doesn't have much volume. I can just tell by looking at it. The float for PQSH is a bit high. Well, actually, not a bit. It's very high at 30.92 million over here. Volume is 336.37 thousand. It be like that, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it be. Has some news that Public Square is to explore digital asset treasury strategy as part of a fintech initiative. But we'll see what happens there, man. Because right now it ain't doing too good. It ain't doing too good. It's got a high float, low volume. Not interested. Not interested there. Not interested. Let's see what we got going on over here. What else do we have? Let's see. SBET. Let's check out SBET again. Let's check on SBET because SBET did have a nice move earlier up to 291%. Kind of continue to curl, maybe, but right now needs to break through this little rut that it's having over here. Let me extend the lines or bop right there. Okay, so has to hold at the 2168 mark, break through the 2480. 2867 and then 3491 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Right now, I'm gonna share the old thing over here. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's get that share party going, ladies and gentlemen, because right now we're just doing our thing. We're doing our thing. Already called 2 baggers, man. 2 baggers. Step up in the building already. We got baggers for days. Big ones, big juicy ones. Yeah. Yeah, big juicy ones. It be like that. Yeah. Alright, give me 1 second over here. 1 second. Just getting ourselves put in all our meow. But yeah, let's get that share party going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up. Share it with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cat, your dog, your peacock, your flamingo, whatever you got at the house. And outside the house, why not? Let the birds outside hear it as they take a dump on your car. Hey, they they who knows, man? Maybe the birds want to hear about stocks too. You know, and then, it's got a little phone or a little computer. I can see a bird. I can see a bird with a laptop just chilling there, pecking at the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, share it up, man. Share it up. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200, man. Let's get to 200. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on there, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. Just chilling right now, doing our thing. All right. Let me see here. A second. All right. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gents. We are just chilling like villains here. Alrighty. And let's see here. Oh, what we got going on over here. Hello. Let's see what we got here. SBET looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. It looks like it wants to curl a little bit. We'll see what happens with it. Let's see what happens with it. But right now, SBET has that news that Core Gaming's planned NASDAQ leap fueling the next stage of the mobile gaming expansion. And then to top it off, SharpLink Gaming announced a $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum treasury strategy. So that's what we got going on there. The float for this stock over here is 621,000. Volume is 17 million. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you want access to this beautiful scanner over here that shows the change in price, the time, whether the stocks are going up or down, as well as the top gainers there, the stocks themselves, the tickers, the prices, the volume, and the float for these stocks. Be sure to check out that link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. Be sure to check it out. 1% run right there. 291% run. There we go. So right now, let's see what else we got going on over here. We also called WORX, even made a video on it on YouTube. Be sure to check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel, by the way, so you don't miss out on any videos and shorts and other things that we make there. Don't miss out on that, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Share, ladies and gentlemen, share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. That's how it works. That's how it works, ladies and gents. Give me 1 second over here. Bop right there. Boom. Okay. But yeah. Currently, we got ourselves some nice movement. We had some nice movement on SBET, 291%. WORX, WORX, 106%. Then we called over here FAA, actually EJH, 92%, FAAS, 54%, JFBR, 47%, HOLO at 43%, IXHL, 40%, BTAI, 34%, and NWGL, 30%. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting something to drink. Lightstain says the stream is cutting up. Let me see. Let me check it out real quick. Thank you for letting me know, Lightstain. Let me see. Let me see over meow. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, the stream seems like it's okay. He says unless it's my internet. It might be the internet, brother. I'm looking at it right now. It seems like it's okay. But thank you for letting me know, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going, man. Share it up. Share it up.
Share it up.
Yeah. Share it with your rhinoceroses. Share it with your hippos.
Share it with your alpaca.
I don't think you
goldfish.
I don't think you want to share it with a hippo, actually, because hippos are mean. They also eat people. I don't know why. They're like they're very angry water horses. I don't get it. I'll actually share it with the hippo too. Just be careful.
Yeah.
That water though. Nothing beats a good old water. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's say this is just when you talk, not the audio itself, but then again, it might just be me. Let me check. Yeah, no, we're looking good. We're looking good, brother. We're looking good so far. Yeah, the audio sounds good. It does sound good. So thank you though. Thank you for letting me know, man. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. It might be the internet for you, brother. It might be the internet, but thank you. I appreciate that very much. Good looking out, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all good, Lightstain. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Good looking out. All right. Let's see. So, right now, PSQH had a bit of movement as well. Let's see. Again, PSQH had a very high float, very low volume type of situation. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see. Actually, let's check out DEVS. DEVS. Let's see. Oh, not there. Wrong button. There we go. DEVS.
Yes.
DEVS. Boom, right there. All right, so DEVS has a bit of a high float, low volume type of deal as well. This stunk has a bit of an ABCD pattern. Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up. Share it up. All right. So, had a bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D, right over here.
Yes.
Boom. Situation. And then has a bit of a pennant that has to be broken over Mya for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mya. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? But yeah, currently DEVS has to break that A, B, C, D, and that little pennant over there has to break this pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me.
Yes.
Because it hit that A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? But it is a bit overbought on the RSI. I'll give it that. It's a bit overbought on the RSI. Float for this stock is 17.38 million. Volume is 12.21 million, ladies and gentlemen. So the volume's not that far off from the float, but again, it is lower than the float. So the float is a bit high, volume is a bit low. So not liking that part too much. It is also a bit overbought on the RSI, but it do be like that sometimes. Not a lot of news for this one. Not a lot of news for this one. Hopefully it can move, but it needs in my opinion at least, it needs a catalyst for me to be really interested in it. You know what I mean? For me to be interested in it, at least it needs a bit of a catalyst and needs some more volume. Because look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. It's forming a bit of a double top. If you look real closely, it has to break through that double top at the 68-cent mark over there. Otherwise, it's just not schmexy. Not schmexy at all. Because it also hit a bit of a double top over here. A little bit of a double top over Mya right there. So it also could potentially be a shoulder, head, a shoulder. You know what I mean? You don't want that. At least I don't want that. I don't want that. None of that right there. Don't want none of that. That wouldn't be pretty. Wouldn't be schmexy. So, but yeah, it did move up off the 60-cent mark. Hit 68. Then hit 71 over here. Then went back down to 69. Made that double top. And now it's got to break through and break past this pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. But right now, DEVS has no news. High float, low volume. Needs some volume and needs some news for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Let's get some support and resistance lines out over here. Let's get some support and resistance lines right over Mya, right here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Bop, right there. Let's do this. Squeeze it down. Right, there we go. So, you got support at the 16-cent mark, the 52-cent mark, 56, 59, 62. But then you got some resistance at the 65-cent mark and the 71-cent mark over there. Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Share party. Share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. Let's see here. But right now, it looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. It did break the pennant a little bit earlier. Broke the pennant a little bit. Has to keep breaking through. Can it break through that pennant? Has to break through that double top at the 68-cent mark right there. Has to break that 68-cent mark. Hit that 69 cent mark over there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Come on now. Hit it, smack that bottom over there. Smack the bottom of that resistance line, but has to keep going. Has to keep going. Smack the bottom of that double top. Needs to keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Smack that thing like a used car salesman or like its name was Akon. One of the two. Alright? So has to keep going for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But right now it's 67 cents. Can it break through 68? Can it break through 68 and hit 69 and then break through 71. That would be nice. That would be nice if we could do that. Yeesh. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Let's see here. Let's see. In the meantime, let's get myself all set up over meow. Let me see here. Boom. Bop. Right there. Okay. All right. Let me get myself all good to go. Alrighty. But let's get that share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that share party going. Share it up. Share it up, baby. Share it up. Yeah. Let's get that thing shared. Alrighty. But yeah, DVS moms, check that out. Check that out right there. DVS needs to move a little bit. Needs some courage. Needs some inspiration. Right? Just like I need to get that share party.
Yes.
CAPT, by the way, is moving up a little bit. Needs some courage. Needs to curl for it to be so much schmexy to me. CAPT, let's check it out. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out right over there. Alright, CAPT currently does not have much in terms of the volume department. Not a lot in terms of the volume department. Had a bit of a move, but then after that, didn't have much in the volume department. Didn't have much of the volume department. So, let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. CAPT, very high float, very low volume. CAPT has a 22.66 million float. Not liking that too much. The volume is 449,000. Not liking that.
Yeah.
Not schmexy to me.
No.
Had a bit of a spike, but other than that, didn't do much. So, man,
Yeah.
Not liking that one too much. Not liking that one too much. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going
Share
because,
party, everybody.
yes, because we got
Share with
SBET.
everybody.
We called SBET prior to its 291% run and WORX.
SBET moving doubles.
Oh, what?
Here we go.
It is?
SBET moving.
SBET.
Oh my goodness.
Could it be curling?
Oh my.
Oh, my.
Curling.
Oh, my.
Woke up.
It woke up. What'd I say?
Big time.
What'd I say?
Oh goodness.
Look at that. 304%, 307%, 310, 312, 312, baby. 313, 315. Look at that. 315, 316, 316, 316, 320. Hit that 320% mark right there.
Sir.
Hit that 320% mark, baby.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Has to break through this little double top that's forming. But other than that, it looks schmexy.
Yes, very sure.
Had that 320%
Yes,
run.
sir.
320%. Let me get this over here. 320%.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my.
Somebody woke it up.
Oh my.
My goodness.
320%, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell you.
What did I say?
Oh my goodness.
My. Has to break through that little double top over there. But other than that, it's pretty much schmexy. Pretty schmexy to me. You know what I mean? It's a little schmexy to me. Right, but right now, currently, SBET had a nice run up 320%. 320%, ladies and gentlemen. Nice movement. Beautiful. Had a beautiful movement. Again, the news on this stock is that Core Gaming's planned NASDAQ leap is fueling the next stage of mobile gaming expansion, and their Sharpling Gaming, which is the name of the company, announced a $425 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. So they are stocking up on Ethereum. So that's what they got going on. That is what they got going on. They got a little treasury strategy planned. So this stock is looking beautiful.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, just has to break through that little double top there.
Yes, sir.
Has to break through that little double top for it to be somewhat schmexy to me, because it's got a bit of a double top at the 2774 mark over there. Has to break through that for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Has to break through 2878 and then break through the 3505 to continue to be really schmexy.
Really smash.
But it did have a nice run already. Had a nice run over there at 320%. 320%.
Yes, that's a biggie.
Yes, sir.
That's a
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes. Let's get that share party going on.
Let's
everybody.
get that share party. Did you not see the 320% runner that we just called?
Eyeball.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that share party going. Come on now.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like it's trying to curl back up a little bit
there
at
we go.
320.
Yes, sir.
It just smacked that 320
Let's
again.
smack it again.
Come on now. Can it break through?
Oh my.
It's smacking it. It's 322. It broke through.
Oh my.
322.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 22.
Let's see. It's continuing to move up. 329, 334.
Oh my heavens, Lord.
Share it up, baby. Share it up. Share it up. Share it up, baby. Look at that. Look at that. 324, 332 there. All right.
332, right?
Yes.
332.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay.
332, man.
332.
Woo-wee! Take a look at that.
Lulu.
330. All right. It has to curl. Break that 332% mark over there. 335%. 340.
Oh,
340.
wow.
340. Look at that.
340.
Look
Wow.
at that. Look at that. What we learned. Built different, baby. Built different. Check out the link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section to get our trial there. Yes, a 4-day trial for only $199. You could get access to this beautiful scanner over here, as well as other scanners. And then you could get access to this beautiful news over here that gives us all the active news.
40% is what it hit.
Yes. 340%. There we go, man. There we go. 340%.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out.
Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like it's breaking through 342, 343.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Come on now. I want more.
Oh my.
Let's get that share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Share, man. Sheet 343, 343, 346,
Oh my goodness.
346.
346.
Oh, come on now.
346.
346,
My word.
352, 354. There we
My
go.
goodness.
There we go.
Every time it takes.
Let's get that share party going.
346.
No, it was 354 before
geez,
that.
Wait, what happened? Okay.
It was 354 earlier.
It's 254 earlier.
354. Has to break through there. Broke through at 2878. Resistance now has to hold that as a support and break through the 3505. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's moving. Nice. 354. It got into the groove, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 354%. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that share party going. Yes. Let's hit a nice high over there. Let's get 300 viewers. Let's get 300.
My goodness.
300. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, can't nobody do it like us, man.
Yes, sir.
We called a 354% runner.
354.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that beauty. Has to break through has to hold the 2878 mark over there. Break through 3505 for it to continue to be schmexy to mirror. But right now, SBET is a bit overbought on the RSI, so we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. But right now, it did have a nice curl up 354%.
Yes, it did.
That was a nice curl. It looks like it's forming a top tail on a bottom tail on the over here, but it's a bottom tail red, not a bottom tail green. So needs to form that bottom tail green to continue to be schmexy. Can it keep curling? Can it keep curling? Maybe. It looks like it's trying to.
Maybe.
It looks like it's trying to. Let's see, man. Let's see, because it had a nice move over here. It had a nice movement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it did. Had a beautiful movement. Up the nice 354%. 354%. It needs to break through. Has to break through, ladies and gentlemen. Has to break through.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Yes,
Hold on.
sir.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ourselves all Opened up and ready to go. Right there. There we go. All right, but yeah, currently this stock has a nice 354% run.
Yes, sir.
354% run. All right, 354% run. So can it keep curling? Can it keep curling? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Has to break through. Has to hold the 2854 mark. Break through the 3475 mark for it to be schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Yes, sir.
1 second. 1 second for me. Yes. All right. So that's what we got going on there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. It's beautiful right now. We're looking schmexy. Share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Share it up, baby. Share it up. Yeah. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
We
yes.
called that 354% runner right there.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Yes. 354%. Yes.
That's a nice one. That's a nice
Take a
one.
look at that, man. Has to break through, has to curl back up. It's got a red bottom tail. We want the green bottom tail. I mean, I like bottom tails. I like the bottom tails green, though. So, let's see what happens, man. Right now, it looks like it's trying to just get back a little bit with the RSI. So that way it's not overbought or oversold. But, man, I tell you what. It is above the VWAP. Above the VWAP. Had a nice move upward. Had a nice curl off that cup and handle. Just wanted a nice curly key over there. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, has to break through, man. Has to keep moving. Has to keep moving. It's got that bottom tail, but it just needs to become a bottom tail green. And it smacked 350.
It smacked 350.
Can it continue?
Whack.
Is this
It
another curl?
smacked it.
358. There we go.
Wow.
358.
There we go.
There we go.
350.
358. Ladies and gentlemen, share it up. Share it up. 362. 362.
362.
There we go. There we go. Another one. Another one. 359. 366.
366.
Yeah.
Wow.
366.
366.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, sir.
366. Continue. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Share it up.
Yes,
Share it up,
sir.
ladies and gents. Share it up. All right, because we hit 366 already.
366.
Oh, yeah. Share it up, baby. Share it up.
Sir.
366. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Late to join us. 389. 389 over here. 395. 400. 411.
411.
411.
Oh, 400.
411.
411.
Yes.
Test.
Crazy.
Yes.
411.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. Oh, my
Yeesh.
goodness gracious.
Light
Let's go
staying.
to a higher test.
Yes.
A higher tester.
Yeah.
Test the
411, 418, 434.
It's 436.
436 there.
I saw that.
Yes,
It was trying to be
436.
sneaky, but I saw it. Ooh, my.
436. Lightstain asks, will your course show websites that allow for day and pattern trading since Robinhood does not allow it? We actually show how we trade and what works best for us, including the things that we use to trade, the softwares we use to trade, things of that nature. All that is covered in the course. Actually, I'll put the link down below. Might as well put the
Yes,
link.
sir.
Might as well put the link there
That's
as well for
right.
the course. Let me get the course over here. Course is over here. Bop, right here. Put it over. Meow. Put it over. Meow. Here you go, man. This is
Yes, sir.
the course has over 400 videos of how we trade, as well as the resources we've accumulated over the years, ladies and gentlemen. Has resources that we've accumulated over the years. That is the course. That is the course that we
Yes,
have.
sir.
436% runner, ladies and gentlemen. Has a nice 436% runner. Shows how we trade, how we use candlestick patterns, read key levels, how we use those indicators, and much, much more, as well as the things that we use, the tools we use, and all that good stuff. All that and more. And it has 400, maybe more actually, videos on how we trade and what works best for us, and resources that we've accumulated over the years, ladies and gentlemen. We've
Really
accumulated
extensive.
very extensive, very
Very,
extensive,
very.
ladies
Not
and
just a
gentlemen.
couple of videos on YouTube.
Yeesh.
No.
Nah, not just a couple of videos on YouTube.
No,
Not just a
no.
couple of mid videos there on YouTube. No.
Actual course.
It's actual knowledge.
Yes. Very in-depth.
that we-
Information.
We also have a boot camp for learning some basics of what we do very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more in depth
Yeesh.
in addition to that. So you
Oh,
got
yeah.
boot camp to get started,
Boot camp, resources.
and then a full length course.
Oh, yeah, and then a full-length course, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, access to the beautiful scanners. You get access to our real-time alerts, our scanners,
Real-time news.
real-time news, all that beautiful stuff.
It's a full package.
It is the full package. It is the full package.
Yes, you get
All
everything.
right. Link to join that is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. Let's share it up, man. Let's share it up.
Yes.
Let's share it up.
Everybody.
All right, because it looks like SBET's trying to curl again. It looks like it's forming a bit of a top tail, but that's okay. That's fine. The curl back up though.
Yes.
436 was the high for this stock. I mean, we called this baby. Yeah, we
Yes.
called this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Oh,
Has to break through nice because it is a bit extended now, but SBET did have a nice move up 436%. It was beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. So
sir.
yeah, currently though, yeah, check out that course, check out all that good stuff. That's the course right there. You can check out our scanner alerts, our meow, all that good stuff, and boom, that's what we got going on.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So- One second, ladies and gentlemen.
That was
Yeesh.
a good one.
Yeesh. That was a nice one. That was a nice move.
It sure was.
That was an excellent move. I
Yes,
like that
sir.
one, man. I like that one.
Share it up, everybody.
Let's share it up, man. Share it up. Share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up.
Yes.
Share it with your mom. Share it with your dad.
Share it with your sister, your brother, your aunt, Esther,
Your Aunt Esther.
aunt whoever.
Who? What?
I'm making it up. Aunt
All
and
right.
uncle and cousins and
Just share it
dogs
up,
and
man.
cats
Share it up.
And anything that has
Yeah.
eyeballs.
Anything that has eyeballs or clams. Clams don't have eyeballs, but yeah,
well,
you.
well, you gotta have to
Googly eyes. Give him googly eyes.
You have to like bring it up for him and have him take a look. I don't know what to say.
Give him an ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist. Get the clam an ophthalmologist. Give him some eyeballs.
Yes.
A clam with eyeballs does sound kind of like creepy though. That sounds kind of. Imagine that. Like just imagine you're about to eat clams and all of a sudden it just looks into your soul and you're just like, okay, all right, you know what? Let's not and say we did. Let's not.
Definitely.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, though. It do be like that sometimes. Has to break through. SBET does have to break through that double top over here, though. Has to break that double top for it to continue to be so much messier to me right there, because right now it hit the 32.82. Has to break through that, though. Has to break through. Let's see. Let's see over here. Alrighty. Let's see here.
You know when we
Yes.
had SBET on our early watch list
Yeah.
from Friday.
We did. We did have SBET on an
And
early
we
watch list
called
from Friday.
This morning, 3:27 in the a.m.
Mm-hmm.
It was 15%.
Yeah.
1-5.
We did have SBET on our watch list on Friday, didn't
We
we?
did.
Prior to the 3-day weekend, we had SBET on our watch list on Friday.
This one.
And then we called it earlier this morning as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now it hit a high of 436%.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Just made different.
That's crazy.
Made different, baby. Made different.
Yes.
Early bird gets the cash, man.
Yes.
So be sure to check out our beautiful, beautiful scanners, our real-time alerts and scanners for 4-day trial, $199. Link to join in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. Or you can check out the More Coach Take Money program, which gives you the full-on real-time alerts, the scanners, and the course. as well as the
Yes.
newsroom and
Yes,
all that
sir.
good stuff, all that beautiful stuff. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Link to join in the description down below
Yes,
or in the
yes.
pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. The moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell ya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Alright.
sir.
Get that 4-day trial over
Amazing,
there, or you
amazing.
could get the course material, learn how we trade and what works best for us, as well as the things we use to trade. You get to learn the secret sauce. You know what I mean? The
Yes,
sauce.
The shosh.
You get the sauce there, the sauce. Yeah, yeah, see? Get that sauce there. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All that lovely sauciness. Yes. 1 second. Boom, right there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for me. Oh, wait, what?
I don't know.
No.
She's
SBET.
still dancing.
Is SBET doing something right now?
I went up to work.
SBET is, oh boy, it's curling back up.
It's curling.
It's
It's
curling. All right.
Let me take a
Relax.
look. Yeah, it's
410,
curling.
413.
It's
Okay. All right.
$34.75. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, it's going.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is it curling again?
I think it's curling.
I think it's curling
I
again.
think it's curling again.
Before I do the outro, I think this thing is curling again.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Oh my goodness.
Get a share party going.
Share party.
Share it up.
Share it up.
Share it up,
Share
ladies
it,
and gentlemen.
everybody.
Mm.
Woohoo. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
That looks like it's going back down a little bit. All right, let's see. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want access to our private picks, link to join is in the description down below. Check that out. And also check out our More Coaching Money program, which has the courses on how we trade and what works best for us. It has resources that we've accumulated over the years, a boot camp, whole 9 yards. You also get access to the real-time alerts and scanners. You get access to the market movers over there. You get the little scanners there, right? And then you get access to the newsroom, all that beautiful stuff, all of it, just by clicking that one little link over there. Yes. So be sure to click that link. Click it good. All right, I think SBET might be trying to curl, but we'll see what happens there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. All right, again, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. By the way, if you want to check out our YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell icon. And by the way, it hit 437. Oh my, SBET doesn't want me to leave.
I don't think so.
SBET hit 440. Oh my God, it's a new high.
I don't think it's a new high.
It's a new high. 440.
It's 440.
440. It doesn't want me to leave, man. It don't want me to leave. It said, come back here. 443. 443. 443. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube where we do our live streams and our videos and all that beautiful stuff. You can find that there at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. And by the way, we're at 449. 449. 449. There we go. Yeah, 450. There we go. Share it up. Share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up. This stonk don't want me to go. 462.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
462.
462. 471. 471.
471.
Wow.
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 Oh my.
Wow. Okay. Wait. It's doing more. 472.
472.
472. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
472%. Share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up. Share it up.
It's 472.
Oh yeah.
This is the craziest.
Share that baby up. Share it up. Mm-hmm. There we go.
472.
472.
Can you believe?
472%.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay.
She's like, nope,
Oh yeah.
I'm not done yet.
All right.
Hold up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out our X.com, aka Twitter, where we do live streams, where we do market analysis, we do all sorts of beautiful things there. You can find us there at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on Twitch, where we do lots of live streaming at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, where we do a lot of market analysis there as well. At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. Then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, a.k.a. the Tac
Tac.
right there. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the stream name is at Coach Nick Money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just to reiterate before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, we called quite a bagger today. We did. We called it originally on Friday.
Yes, we did.
Prior, all right, and then we called it this morning as well, prior to its 472% run. And can it keep going? Who knows? We'll see. But it did have something going on over here. There's new news that says corporate America is going crypto and fast. That's what the news says. So we'll see what happens here. We shall see what happens. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So you can find us on the Tac at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is at Coach Nick Money. So that's pretty much it for us. We love you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. We hope all your dreams and aspirations come true. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Make a lot of money. Be greenable. And we are out of here. Peace. Much love, everybody.